Everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at chapter 35 of Peopleware, which is called Organizational Learning. The authors tell us that some organizations can learn and some can't, while others can learn but not fast enough to compensate for the unlearning that takes place as people leave or forget what they've learned. You can know your company has learned something not when it has accumulated experience, but when something about what and who it is shaped by those experiences. It is certainly not enough to simply have things happen. We must modify behavior and style for the experiences to have meant anything. The authors speak to this modification in two different forms, which are the following. First, that an organization instills new skills and approaches in its people. And second, the organization redesigns itself to operate in some different manner. The first would be done through the hiring and training, and if people leave, then the corpus of knowledge at the company level is gone. The second case is less reliant on turnover, as employees will be accustomed to the cultural and procedural redesign by default. But in both cases, learning is limited by a company's ability to retain employees. High turnover will result in no accumulation of knowledge, while low turnover is very conducive to knowledge-based formation. Redesigning how an organization works at any level is fairly challenging and requires leadership that is willing to think outside the box, as well as be willing to experiment and fail a certain percent of the time. So the question now arises, where does organizational learning happen? Does it happen at the top? Does it happen at the bottom? The heads of companies are not really the change agents because they tend to be removed enough from day-to-day operations of the company that they cannot offer meaningful suggestions. Conversely, the people at the bottom can't exactly affect changes themselves either because they are limited by the existing processes, don't have the authority to do so, and perhaps don't have enough of a broad perspective to see possibilities of organization-wide learnings and changes. As a result, it's middle management that's responsible. Despite being much maligned and the target of downsizing efforts, middle managers can be the locus of vision, authority, and execution converging for maximum effect across the company. As a result, organizational learning has to be coordinated by middle managers working together to share what their teams are doing so that the learnings can be effectively disseminated. The biggest takeaway from this chapter is that middle managers need to work together for maximum impact in shaping their teams and the company as a whole. If there isn't already a precedent for this in your company, it is worth starting. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it thought-provoking, and I'll see you all in the next one.